Welcome to day 12 of the 25 days of Christmas with rubber and ink. Today we'll be making an easel card. So this is the base for the easel card, and you're going to need an 8.5 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, and this is whisper white, and you're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5.5. So you then fold the 5.5 down and the 2 3/4 mark up. You're also going to need one piece of 5.5 by 4 1/4 whisper white and two other pieces of the same paper, and these are 4 by 5 1/4. So the first thing you're going to do is to adhere those two pieces together, and try to do that just on the corners with very strong adhesive. And now we are using the holiday ornaments framelits, and we are going to use this shape. And you're going to find a place on the lower left corner, right about there. We're going to use two of these shapes, so one down here and one a little bit up there. So this should be a good placement for it. And then secure it in place. I'm using washi tape again, and I want it to be really low tech because I'm going to use the shape and the negative. So once it's out of the big shot, that's what you're gonna get. Two shapes and the negative of the shapes, and you are going to adhere those two shapes together as well. Now we have the other piece that's a little bit bigger. So these will be the two pieces. They are 5 1/4 by 4. So this is the base, that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And that's where you are going to center this piece and then lightly trace the negative onto it. You need mostly the two top and bottom edges, and then the wider part of the ornament. And the reason why we're doing that is because we will be using the bells and bows stamp set and the Merry Christmas sentiment, and again the leaves. And the idea is to use a Merry Christmas sentiment on the wider part of the ornament, and then just decorate it with the leaves. The embossing buddy. So just any sticky paper that will protect those borders is absolutely fine. So you need a Versamark ink, and the first one I'm going to do is the sentiment, because I want it to be, the other stamps I don't really have to worry about their positions, but this one, it's a very tight fit, so you want it to be right in the center. Beautiful. Now the other pieces, the leaves with the berries, you want the berries to show within the shape, because we're going to be decorating them as well. So it doesn't really matter where it goes, as long as it goes close to the sentiment. You can remove the mask. and get some silver embossing powder. Okay, this is a little bit warped, but you will go back. And I'm just going to erase most of the pencil marks that we did before. And now we're going to emboss the shape. The shape will only use the leaves, and we'll need the verse mark again. And let's not forget the embossing body. If you have a hard time keeping that in place, you can always put some removable adhesive to keep it in place. So I'm going to do one on the top and one on the bottom, and try not to overlap the shapes. So now we are ready to assemble the card. I'm also going to use the Whisper White ribbon that we used to have. I just love this ribbon. It's organza. We also need 2 of the red glimmer breads, and also the silver cord that I used a couple of days ago. So we're going to start by making a bow and putting it on top of the debossed image. And again, I'm going to use the bow with the bread. That's my favorite. Hole in the middle. There. And put the bread through. And the same thing on this one. And this one is going to be on that side. So just go around the bread. Tie it. Trim it. Just make sure when you tie it, it's right in the middle, so it's not crooked. The cord shouldn't show. Another piece of sticky tape. And so you just need adhesive all around it. Line it on my mat. Makes it easier. So once you have your bow and you know, any stop of your choice on the base, you're going to make sure that the top of the base is again folded at 5.5 down and then 2 3/4 up, and we're going to mount the other side that we worked on top here. So the only adhesive that you're going to have is on the folded top part. Now one last detail. I'm going to be using the Dazzling Details in Cherry Cobbler and decorating all those berries. And it's really cool because it gives it a 3D effect. So just put a little blob of it everywhere you see a berry shape. So this is the card for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and you join me tomorrow for card number 13. Thank you.